Paul told the Corinthian church in 2 Corinthians, "For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but are divinely powerful for the destruction of strongholds," or of fortresses. You know what a stronghold is? It's when an enemy comes into a territory and takes land. Let's just say he took this land. He takes this piece of property right here and sets up a fortress around it and says, you can go anywhere you want, but you can't come here. Are there fortresses and strongholds in America today? You better believe it. When it comes to unborn children, Satan has taken a stronghold and says you can talk about anything you want, but you can't touch this. Or when it comes to marriage, oh yeah, no, you can't say man-woman marriage, or even the boundaries of human sexuality within the context of marriage. You can't touch those issues today without being hateful, bigoted, or intolerant. You know what? It's the Christian church that Paul tells us in the book of 2 Corinthians. We have the divine weapons to destroy those strongholds, and we can speak the truth and speak it in love. When we go running the other way, we are not fulfilling our Christian obligation. Every stronghold has a gate, and Jesus said as he was standing there at the gates of Caesarea Philippi, the first time he ever uttered the word church, he said it in the context of going up against the gates of hell. Isn't that interesting? He said, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it, which means that the stronghold's gates, the very gates of hell, cannot prevail when the church moves toward those gates and we put the kingdom keys into those locks and we open up the gates and the King of Glory can come in. It's a gospel issue. We are not issues fighters. You shouldn't be either. We are kingdom advancers. And God's kingdom is here, and he wants to advance it powerfully and forcefully through all of us as his Jesus whatevers. Said, as his ambassadors.
Yeah,
there you
disciples.
Go. That's right. Jesus said,
just wrap it up,
man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. That word man is anthropon, mankind, everybody, not just Christians, but everybody, because the word of God brings us all healing and happiness and hope and joy. And we're not always happy, but we can always be joyful, even in the midst of trials and tribulations. Let's go to the gates, and we know that the gates of hell will not prevail.